What goes in must come out. It's the perfect time to be transformed. I'm Mike Morrison with 2 minutes of insight and inspiration. Welcome to 2 Minute Transformation. Verse 12 of Matthew chapter 5, Jesus is teaching his followers how to pray and reminds us that prayer is not only the place to receive grace, but the place to give grace as well. Consider these words from the Lord's model prayer. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Sin from the very beginning has enslaved its victims. When we live our life in sin, we are indebted to those we sin against. Your sin may not only be against God, but possibly someone else, and even perhaps yourself. The translation of debts really conveys a truth. The old excuse, I'm not hurting anyone but me, is baloney. You and I, as a result of our sin, owe a debt to those our sin has affected, and according to the Word of God, includes your children's children. Your sin will continue to do damage long after you're gone. So Jesus makes us mindful that we need the grace of God to not only transform us through forgiveness in the form of pardon, but to erase our debt. I believe God can and will provide a clean slate to the one who comes to Him in sincere humility, seeking His grace that doesn't merely cover our sin, but blots out its stain altogether. But Jesus doesn't stop there. The grace of God is a deposit, not into a savings account to sit, but into a checking account to be spent. I gave my daughter a $10 allowance a while back for working very hard helping out. She said she wanted a certain toy, and I thought she earned it. What she did with the money, however, moved me. She bought a photographic book of the Holy Land for her mom and me for our anniversary, saying she wished she could have sent us on a trip there, but thought this would be the next best thing. She gave back to us in the book what I had given to her in allowance. What God has given you, friends, you must give to others. In fact, it's imperative. Jesus tells us if we cannot forgive others, we cannot receive forgiveness. Freely you've received, so freely give and be transformed.